So I want to talk about this real quick since I'm in traffic and I have nothing else to do. But I just bought, I drive a 1995 Volvo 940, and I just purchased a kick-down cable for my car. And it's got this many miles. You can't see. It's almost got 461,000 miles on it, and the odometer stopped working, and the odometer and speed sensor, the miles per hour, stopped working a few days ago. Now I took my car to Dallas and back, which for me is like about 500 miles. I drove about 500 miles in a day the other day, which was awesome. You know, I had no problems. But when I came back from a long drive, I had problems. Now this video, the main reason why I'm making this video is kick down cable, and I did a lot of research online through forums. My research was I was thinking it was my transmission. You know, it's an old car. It's got a lot of miles on it. First thing you think about is transmission. You know, and it felt like it was really shifting hard. I'd be dry. It was just so random. Right after I came back from Dallas, after that day trip, I came back home, and those things happened. And the kickdown cable, the symptoms I had were, I was pressing the gas and it would go all the way up to 3, right? To 3, sometimes 4, revving it up, and before it caught a gear, right? First gear, or second gear, third gear, fourth gear. And it took a lot of gas to catch a gear. Now I'm thinking, okay, maybe I need to put some conditioner, some transmission fluid conditioner in. Maybe my transmission fluid's old, which it wasn't, because I replaced it. I like to upkeep on this car. I like this car, right? I want to keep it, and I know the transmission is not old. So I didn't know anything about no kickdown cable. I never heard of that ever until I looked up forums online. Everybody's talking about how those can go bad, and pretty much that was my main symptoms. And I've had an overdrive fail. I replaced the overdrive on my car. This is the little button overdrive. I replaced that on my car because that actually went out. And the overdrive going out is the 4th gear, I think, the last gear. It wouldn't go into 4th gear. So when I'd be on the highway, my RPMs would be up in 3 to 4. It'd be crazy high, right? Because it wouldn't catch that last gear. So I know what that's like, a bad overdrive solenoid. I know what that's like. This kickback panel was not like that, because I could catch the 4th gear, and I knew. And I went down there and I checked the cables, I checked the connections. It was clean. And this is how much I paid for the kickdown cable, and $344.04, which isn't that bad. Another shop tried to charge me $400, you know, and they were honest. I like that shop. It was an honest shop. And so yeah, so that's how much I paid. I didn't expect to pay more or less. I thought I was going to be more because they ran into some problems. Now anyways, I was trying to explain this to the guy, the mechanic, because I didn't come with him with questions. I came with him saying, I need a kickdown cable, like I knew what I was talking about. But through forums, through a lot of people driving this car, and through his knowledge, he's a nice guy, he's a good guy. He said what it sounded like was the kickdown cable, and when he replaced it, I'll go out here and show you a second what it looks like. When he replaced it, he said it was all broken up inside, and it was binding. The cable was broken on the inside, and every time I would, you know, downshift, it wouldn't really downshift. It was just all constantly revving up, and when I let my foot off the gas when I'm on the highway, it would just rev and wasting fucking gas. I don't even know how much gas I have in my car, you know. So that was it for me. Hopefully, if anybody, I didn't want to do it myself because I don't trust myself for something like that. You know, anywhere I have to go down to the transmission pan and take off the pan and with the gasket, you know, I'm cool with them doing it. You know, I won't ever have to mess with it for another 20 years. This is probably the original kickdown cable. I won't have to mess with it. I'm cool with paying $300 for however many years. You know, not ever fucking with it. So hopefully, if anybody watches this and you're wondering if it's a kickdown cable, those were my symptoms, right? And if you have any questions or anything you want to add, feel free to put it in here. But I drove it 30 plus miles to the shop. You know, I called him. I scheduled an appointment. Look, you can't really. I'm in stop and go traffic. You can't really tell, but now it's good. Now it's actually catching those gears. Like I can't. People fucking stop and go. Austin, Texas. Now it's driving like it should be. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say. When I'm pressing the gas, and what I noticed before was it did stick. When I would try to drive fast, it felt like it was sticking. Like I'd press it down, and then it would come to a little stick, and then I'd press it more to get that. There we go. You see it a little bit. I felt like it was sticking, so maybe that's another symptom. Either way, it's fixed. I'm driving. I'm happy. Let's do this. Volvo 940. I might have. Oh, look. Hey, it's working. Hey, look at that. See how long that lasts, huh? Anyways, 1995 Volvo 940. It ain't perfect, man, but shit, gets me from A to B. Peace out, guys. I apologize. It's nighttime. You know, I got home late today, and anyways, there's the new guy. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not gonna touch it at all. Fuck touching it. So I wish I would have kept the old one. I wish they would have gave me the old one, but that's kind of a weird thing to ask, and it was too late to ask it. You know, it's too late to ask something weird. But pretty much, yeah, I told myself I'm not gonna touch it. They adjusted those themselves. They're legit mechanics, and look like it's going back. That's the only touching I'm gonna do, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's fixed now, and I'm not gonna I don't want to break it. So it was broken. So hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.